what we are standing on right now is the sewage treatment plant for Africa Logistics Properties. Africa Logistics Properties is based in Tilisi.
Tilisi is a 400-acre mixed-use, mixed-income development. It's located about 30 minutes from the Nairobi CBD. Our main business is to sell fully serviced land parcels to other developers. And we have people who are developing light industrial, logistics, residential, retail and hospitals. And we have one school that's already operational here. The important thing about the fully serviced land parcels is that in the purchase price you get your connections to power, to water, to waterborne sewage and to ICT. So there are no additional costs for a developer who's coming here. It's a plug-and-play solution. One of the critical services obviously is waterborne sewage. So we have 5 wastewater treatment plants. Our developer of the wastewater treatment plants is Biovend. And the important thing about having these decentralized wastewater treatment works is that the discharge from these wastewater treatment works is used again in our irrigation network.
Generally, this is 75,000 litre, which is obviously equivalent to 75 cubic. The beauty about this system is that it is one industrial. Industrial sewage treatment plants usually have serious technical challenges because you may have chemicals coming in. So it had its challenges as we were building and designing this. Now, another very, very important thing that I would like to outline is there is actually a restaurant behind me. A restaurant, a very busy restaurant that goes on. So you can imagine if there is a restaurant that was opened up right next to the sewage treatment plant, it means that there is no smell that comes out, or even foul smell, or even wastewater that comes out of the sewage treatment plants, which means that it works perfectly. You don't even notice that there is a sewage treatment plant right next.
So currently we are on 49 acres and we have built 17,000 square meters. So where we are at the moment is this is what we call the courtyard units, and then we have the Kyoga units. Courtyard is around 8,000 square meters, and then we have Kyoga, which is 9,000. Cumulated, that's 17,000 square meters. We have an estimated, about 10 tenants who are diverse. So we have companies ranging from fresh produce, aggregators and distributors. We have companies in pharmaceutical. We have companies in a company in human nutrition. We also have a packaging company. That's our recent join. And we also have a company that does flowers. So they do the batch. They're able to create bouquets from the flowers and then ship them out of the country. Export them to various markets.
This particular system, and majority of our systems, depending on what the client wants, after installation, in case something happens, anything goes wrong, it sends an SMS to 3 people. That's how technologically savvy the treatment plant is.
Water is one of our biggest issues, not at Tilisi, but in the country as a whole. And the reality is that most of our water systems in Kenya rely on wells or boreholes. And that's a problem for the aquifers in a very long term. So in the meantime, what we have done is we've designed the system so that the discharge of the wastewater is reused in irrigation. In 30, 40, 50 years' time, if there is a water crisis, the systems that we've developed with Biovend can be retrofitted to take the water to another level. In other words, maybe not just to sort of industrial irrigation level, but it could be taken up to a potable level and could be put back into the water system. So in effect, what we've done with wastewater, and because of the particular importance of water, is we've created a future-proofed system so that if there becomes a serious water crisis in the country or in Nairobi, Tilisi is equipped to be able to address that by treating water to a higher level and putting it back into the water system.